Welcome to Ask Clever Endeavour.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Ask Clever Endeavour, where our fans get to ask us all sorts of questions. The first question is from Schmatko. Schmatko asks, what video games do you play in your free time besides UCH? I've been playing lots of Overwatch for like 2 years. I main May or Tracer or Reaper, and now I'm getting into Hammond. I always like the weird characters who can do some of the weirder things. Setting up walls as May is one of my favorite. I've also been playing Getting Over It by Bennett Foddy. I really enjoy the challenge of games like that. That's just something that I always get into. I also like Threes on mobile. I've been playing that for way too long and think Threes is a very good mobile game.
Triangle is asking, why is the mouse backwards? The mouse is not backwards. You might be thinking about the cursor.
In my view, it's like they're holding an arrow. The little characters, they're holding their cursor. It's like an arrow. And arrows should usually point towards the right, because it's moving into the forward. It's the future. So when I drew it, I was like, oh, they're holding an arrow, and arrows go to the right. So that's why I did it that way, even though I have been shown and see now that is not how mice on computers work. I just never thought of it.
Schmatko is also asking, do you use source version control? I have no idea. I don't know.
Yes, we do. We use Git. It's a magical time machine that lets you go back and see all the changes you ever made to your project and go back in time and see what those changes were and then revert them because they broke something and then go back forward in time. It also lets you work on different timelines so multiple people can work in unison and then merge the timelines together. So Git is really good and extremely useful, and you couldn't make a video game very well without it.
Slap the Sam is asking, how many frames are there for each character on average? Walking, jumping, and dancing. Well, it varies a little bit from animal to animal. Elephant got 11 frames by walking, 20 frames in total on the jump, and dancing is 15 frames. And in total, elephant got 111 frames.
I think it's about 90 frames of animation per character. So 90 frames per character, and then every outfit, all the outfits have to match all of those frames. So it quickly explodes exponentially as you add more things.
Yanny or Laurel? Clarina is asking, Yanny or Laurel? Yanny. Yanny. And if you think that you're listening to Laurel, you are wrong. You have a problem in your ears.
Index asks, crossbow or hockey shooter? I like the crossbow a little better because the arrows, when they hit the character, they stick in and they do a little tweak as they get into the character, and animating that and doing the physics for that was a lot of fun.
Crossbow is better because I love how how the arrows interact with the black hole. It opens a lot of possibilities for the game. I love that.
Clarina asks, does Clever Endeavour have any cheer or catchphrase used at work? Not that I can think of off the top of my mind, but every time Fabio gets into work, he high-fives everybody. So that's kind of like a good way to start the day.
The high five. John.
Bounty asks, do you ever think that a single player versus AI feature will be added? An AI that could play Ultimate Chicken Horse might be pretty complicated because it needs to be able to adapt to any level at any time. That's something that I'm interested in, is figuring out that AI stuff, but we don't have any real plans to make it happen. And there's people online you can play against. They're like AIs, except with feelings.
Don't mess with AI. Leave AI where it is. Human beings think they are very smart, but they are so stupid. And this will be very clear once AI starts to think. Don't touch with AI, all right? Leave them there.
Kidsy128 asks, who invented the game, chicken or horse? They both invented it together.
Rio de Mole is asking, do you think people who are saying, I'm doing this job for fun, are some kind of liars?
I think at a certain point, no matter how fun your job is, there'll be something that's not fun about it. So I guess they're liars.
They're not lying, they're just confused a little bit because the final goal of your job is not to have fun. You might have fun by doing your job. It might be pleasant sometimes, but it will never be 100% of the time fun. And your goal is not to be fun. Your goal is you gotta have a final goal in the end. Is to make money, to make a product, to make something in the end. It's not to have fun. So they're not lying, they're just confused. What I think that they're trying to say is that they're having fun at work. That's what maybe they're trying to say.
Nerd Rage asks, how much dedicated RAM is there to a match quality check?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Dedicated RAM doesn't really affect the match quality check marks. Things like not kicking people or having multiple good games with other players will give you more match quality check marks.
Clarina is asking, Vim or Emacs TNT?
I once tried, I think, to turn on Vim, and then I think I got trapped because exiting was very complicated. So neither. I just use Visual Studio, and I'm happy with that.
Our River is asking, what are the health benefits and dangers of coconut oil? This will depend of who are around you. Because I remember that people once told me that there were nothing better for your health than coconut oil. And then I bought a gallon like this size of coconut oil and I stored at home and I was eating every day. And then on another day, everyone around me was telling me that this was the worst poison ever made by human being. You should never eat coconut oil. So now I have this gallon of coconut oil at home and I don't know what to do. So if you know the right answer, please tell me, because I want to do something with that coconut oil.
Skew asks, are you guys extroverts, ambiverts, or introverts? I'm personally maybe an ambivert because sometimes I like being extroverted and sometimes I like being introverted. I'm probably more on the introvert side more of the time.
Me, it depends of the situation. If I'm in an environment that I have a total control, and if I know the people around me, I think I am extrovert. But if I am in a place where I have no idea who are the people and I don't know if I fit well there, then I am looking for a hole to just get inside.
Clarina asks, what is your desktop background at home? I have the default Windows 10 desktop with a chicken horse that someone from the Discord drew.
A plain gray image is just gray, nothing more. The most exciting background ever.
Schmatko asks, do you like burritos? Yes, I do like burritos.
Is the burrito is the one with beans inside? Then yes, I love them. I prefer beans. Just if I could open the burrito and just eat the beans, even better.
Thanks for watching this Ask Clever Endeavour. You can ask us more questions on Twitter or in the Discord or in the comments on YouTube or however else you can contact us.
I hope we clarified some of your questions. If not, I'm sorry, all right? Try to ask once again. Maybe someone else can answer it better than us. Ciao! Ciao! Rapapa.